What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we are going to be going over none other than the Market Watch. So without further ado, let's dive in this video and talk about it. Well, let's talk about something we need to be prepared for this Friday is restriction list time. So a lot of cards are going to be on the low just because of this, and Ancient Garurumon is one of them, because if this deck is hit in any capacity, you know what happens, cards tank. So people are going to start undercutting each other faster and faster to try to make their money. So in the next couple days, if you guys have been waiting to pick up your Ancient Garurumons and want to take the gamble, it might be worth the investment. So right now we're still at the $15 range and it's falling, guys. It's not holding that beautiful $25 price range that it used to have. And I'll be real honest with you, if this deck doesn't get touched in any capacity on that restriction list, this card goes up and you know it. So it might be a good investment to get a couple on the low end too, just to have to flip. Europe side 14 to 15 euro range. Then Greymon Secret BT17, another card that I think is just holding off long term. It's still kind of low, but I think this deck has a lot more legging if a lot of decks in the format kind of just get mollywhopped with a hammer. So if that happens, this card definitely will probably go up in competitive value. We know how this works. Europe side 14 to 16 euro range pairs to our 20s. Not a bad trade-off. We're kind of in the same ballpark. Kazuchimon at Secret Crisis. I think this is another card that's starting to tick up because, again, if there's a lot of hits that make a lot of bad decks, or, you know, the tier 2 decks kind of just get finally pushed to tier 1, and a lot can, and I think this one alone will cause this domino effect. I think we have Fenrir Luga. The Fenrir Luga Takamazuchi deck is definitely going to be one of those better decks that come out of the format unscathed, because there's nothing they're going to hit in that. So keeping that in mind, you can expect that deck to kind of just start rearing its ugly head a bit. Europe side 3 to 4 euro range. So make sure you get your copies now if you're going to be playing the Takamazuchi. Ancient Greymon Secret Crisis BT17, another deck that I don't see going anywhere, and I don't see a hit coming. So I think this is another tier 2 deck that definitely, if enough hits happen, will definitely bring itself up to tier 1 category. It's a very powerful deck. It just needs the right amount of setup, right? I think so. I think its biggest weakness, like any of the ancient decks, is the fact that if you get the Digivolve, you're screwed. But at the moment, $5 a piece. Europe side looking like 4 euros to 5 euros. Yeah, we're kind of in the same ballpark. Make sure you get your Ancient Greymons. Paildramon Beginnings Observer BT16, still holding strong in the $21 range. I don't see anything of the deck getting possibly hit, just to slow it down. Not in this lifetime right now. I think the deck is kind of fair and in a balanced category where there's a lot of good decks that kind of just hold it evenly. I know that the Davison can, there's a lot of people's crying out for hits, but I don't see this deck going anywhere anytime soon. Just be prepared for the deck to do what it wants to for a couple formats. Europe side looking like 10 to 17 euros. Magnamon X Antibody Beginning Observer BT16. It's going down, guys. Not as quick as we wanted to. We're still in the 45 range, which is a lot better, but not a lot of pickups on this, and I think it's just going to hold long term unless if Magna X doesn't get hit in any capacity of anything in its deck's existence, this card will probably go up. Right now, a lot of people are holding off on Magna X because they don't know what's going to happen with it. It is a big booty card with a really annoying protection skill, and if they keep making these like tower type cards, you're gonna have a lot of problem with your power creep, and tower kind of S cards are a problem in any card game because, again, they're unaffected by anything, And if you guys are new to the terminology, what a towers is, it comes from when Yu-Gi-Oh had Clee4 towers. It was a very powerful boss monster that you could not get through very comfortably. Same thing. Magna X is kind of in that same category. It's a very powerful boss of a Digimon that you have to get through, and not many cards can comfortably do that in this format. Europe side looking like 24 euros to 30 euros. Metal Garurumon, Acid Apocalypse, BT17. It's starting to cool off a little bit. I mean, that boost in hype, though, $36. I wouldn't spend that. I'm sorry, but I definitely don't think this is a $30 worth card. I have 3 copies. I am not investing anymore. 36 to 40 euros. Shine Greymon Burst Mode Ace. Again, a very powerful ace that most players do not remember this card exists and don't play around it very comfortably. The fact that this is a very powerful level 7 burst mode that, you know, you may play one tamer card from your hand without paying cost, then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000 DP for the turn for each of your tamers, is very hard for a lot of players to remember this card exists. So if, you know, Magna X gets yeeted from Yellow Vaccine, you know this card becomes a little bit more viable in the play, just because the fact that, you know, the TK decks wants to play a lot of tamers, so being able to do this to make it so that your opponent loses a threat very comfortably is nasty. Burst Mode Ace is really good. Europe side looking like 2 to 3 euros. Lucemon Chaos Mode Inferno Extension EX06. Holding strong in the $20 range. Kind of crazy that it hasn't had much sales. I mean, it has. It's been holding strong in the 20s, but you know we're ticking closer and closer to the Shotos, and that's going to happen sooner or later. Europe side 15s to 18 euros. Death X from X Record down to $40 a pop. This is just one of those cards you should probably either just hold off, because if you're still waiting on just trying to crack it open in December, we got basically 4 months to go. Why wait it out? This card will definitely go down more because people are just going to wait it out, and the people that really need it are only playing in the competitive events, and those are slowing down a bit. Europe side looking like 30 to 40 euros. X Antibody Protoform Animal Coliseum EX06, $19. Definitely really good in a lot of the decks that play X Antibody themes. It's just a very powerful card. Being able to reduce the Digivolution cost by 1 is nice, and yeah, we just play it. Europe side 23 to 25 euros. Ancient Greymon Great Legends BT04. Flip this card if you have it at this point. This is just liquid money. There's no reason for you guys to be even worrying about this card right now. People are willing to pay it. They're definitely teching this in their decks. Europe side looking like 17 to 20 euro range. Holy cow. Shine Greymon Ruin Mode alternative being Booster Box EX04 or Animal Coliseum. No, we have no Animal Coliseum here. Looking at it right now, we're at $65 a piece, and it's going down a little by little. We'll have to see if the December reprint will actually affect this card more. Europe side 54 to 65 euros to 70 euros. Omnimon Alter B from EX04, $30 and climbing. Jeez Louise, the deck that this is played in is still kind of funny to me that it is this price. Europe side looking like 20 to 30 euros. Terramon Digimon Liberator promotional card texture, $45, $80. God, this sucks. I don't know what to say. Europe side looking like 35 to 60 euros. Mastamon Ace Inferno Extension EX06, the 10s, 11s. I mean, it's going up, guys. Do not understand why, but hey, if you guys need Mastamami, go for it. Europe side 3 to 5 euros. This is where I kind of expect her to be. Code Cracker Fang, make sure you get your copies. I think this deck isn't going anywhere anytime soon, so 12s, not bad. Then Europe side looking like 2 to 3 euros, which is really good for a price range. Wormmon from Gen Con, $35, holding strong, and people are willing to pay that price range. Just the max rarity, the heck out of Imperial. Koromon, Blast Ace BT14, $1. If you guys have this, list them. You're going to make some decent headway cash. I definitely think so. The card's not going anywhere unless Uku is, or Oko, yeah. The bloody spaghetti monster thing that we get, the Ukus. You know, that card really made Koro kind of go nuts, but we'll see what long-term it holds. Your side 2 to 10 euros. Minomon, if you guys are still hunting these, stores will have them all through September, so just keep playing your locals. Skull Knightmon promo. Did I really skip that? Oh, Minomon is here. I skipped the Skull Knightmon. Minomon's like 3 to 5 euro range, where we're kind of in the same ballpark. Skull Knightmon promo 115, going up a little bit. Just holding strong, guys. The hype for it. Let's see if what happens, because we haven't seen any Bagra army support either. We've seen a few of the Twilights, but nothing on the Bagra. Taking a look though, let's get that Skull Knightmon up. Skull Knightmon. Taking a look at it, 20 euros. Not bad. We're kind of in the same ballpark. Louis promo. This card is on the watch list. Do not pick this up right now. I don't think this is a good investment. Europe side looking like 7 euros to 8 euros. Louis promo Tamer Party Pack, the beginning version 2.0, $7.40. Do not pick this up yet. 3 to 4 euros. I would not pick this up. Mumsemon from Resurgent Booster is tanking. People are expecting the hit to Mumse in some sort of way, and they expect Nume to kind of just die out. This is what the repercussions are of a restriction list, and this is where you kind of see the expectations when cards are kind of on the watch and you guys kind of know that they're going to try to kill off decks. This is a big one. Europe side looking like 10 euros to 12 euros. Gatomon from Exceed Apocalypse BT15, $8, and going down a little bit, which isn't bad. Europe side looking like 7 euros to 8 euros. Metal Greymon, Across Encounter. No bump yet. We'll have to see if the deck actually gets some more crazy support in the set. Maybe we get a super rare Z Greymon. We'll have to see. Europe side looking like 3 to 5 euros. Marcus Damon versus Royal Knights BT13, $1.75 up to $4 range, basically. Crazy. If you guys have this is probably a good time to list these. Europe side looking like 15 to 1 euro. Hammer Spark starter deck. If you guys have this sitting in bulk, probably just time to flip this. Europe side looking like 3 to 4 euros. Guillemon Digital Hazard EXO2, $1.30, then goes to $3. There is not many on the cheap listings. This card is getting hyped. Europe side looking like 20 cents, 25 cents, but the card's getting hyped. Solargamon. Beginning Observer, BT16 promo. We're holding strong at the $7 range-esque lineup. It's a good card, especially if you guys are playing Takamazuchi, if you want a max rarity. 2 euros to 3 euros. Eosmon Alternate Art Dimensional Phase, BT11. Holding strong at 5s. If you guys have been waiting to make some cash on this, the $5 range is where it's kind of at. Europe side looking like 3 euros to 4 euros. Agumon BT12 Official Tournament Pack Volume 13 winner across time. Holding strong in the 15s, and let's see if it's actually selling in that. Yeah, people are willing to pick it up. I'm not surprised. Just Shine Greymon, especially if a lot of other decks get hit and bop down. That means like Shine Greymon actually has a time to shine, pun intended. But, you know, this is what's going to happen, and expect cards like this to get expensive. Europe side looking like 3 euros to 4 euros. But all in all, guys, that is the Market Watch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.